We're glad to talk to you today.
Thank you very much. I'm thrilled. Thank you very much.
Congratulations on your upcoming event tomorrow for your star on the Hollywood Hall of Fame as well.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
So we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Maybe we can start off with the first question is, what is the number one factor you attribute to your success as a Mexican actor and now crossing over to the English-speaking audiences and a larger Latino-based audience here in the United States? What is the number one factor that you attribute that to?
Well, I think that I have an already built audience, and that's the factor number one, because I've been trying to break into Hollywood for many years, but the only thing that opened all these doors finally was the box office that Instruction Not Included made, and that's because of my already built audience. So, I mean, because I can be a good or bad actor, I can be funny or not, but that doesn't change anything. But the minute you make money in this country, you're somebody. So I think that the audience I had behind me and all the support from Latinos that showed up and filled the theaters, that was the difference in my career here in the U.S.
Well, now that you brought up Instruction Not Included, let's focus a little bit on that and maybe on Pantaleon Films. The studio itself, do you think a studio like Pantaleon Films was a studio that was long overdue for such a large Latino audience here in the United States, who seems to be like the number one group of individuals or ethnic group that goes to the movies within the first two weekends of opening of most major opening films?
Well, I think that Pantaleon has been doing a lot of work for many years trying to reach the Latinos, but what we did for Instruction Not Included was something special. It was really special. I dedicate myself for like at least 50 days promoting the film and going to every single city. I went to Chicago, all the south of the border, Miami, New York, Los Angeles. I went to each and every city, to every single station, to reach all my audience. And what I've heard is that the entire family showed up. I mean, we reached people that probably never. I've heard tons of stories of people that never went before to a movie theater here in the U.S., and they finally went when Instructions Not Included came out. And so it was between work and partnership with Pantaleon, that they know how to reach Latinos, and a personal goal that I had trying to reach all my audience. And I really committed to that promotion. So it was half and half between Pantaleon and myself.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, I had the opportunity to work here with your daughter for the press day for A La Mala, and we enjoyed that film here in Chicago. It was also seems to be another success for Pantaleon. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So moving forward, how difficult was the transition from coming to work in the United States in Hollywood, and was it a whole different platform than Mexico, or did you adjust anything, or what major adjustments did you have to make?
No, it's completely a different animal. I mean, it's so. First of all, the language. I mean, every time that I start acting in English, it takes me so much to feel comfortable, because it's not easy to act in another language. You don't feel like you are being yourself. So in order to be as funny as in Spanish or as natural as you can be, I really need to nail it. So language is the first obstacle. And then all the process is completely different. And also the creative process is different. In my case, that I'm always writing or doing comedy. It's very hard because you need to be born here in the U.S. to understand the culture, what people laugh at, and if you're not born here, there are many jokes that sometimes I bring a joke to the table, and then everyone looks at me like, this is not funny. This is not really funny. And I think it's funny, but it is not for the Americans. So
yeah,
it's been quite a struggle to find my own style in English here in this country. But I'm working on it. I'm getting there, but it's really hard.
Well, I mean, with Instructions Not Included being the highest grossing Spanish language film ever in the U.S., I think you came in here with a bang. So congratulations again to that, and that's amazing. But let's talk about diversity. Maybe not necessarily about diversity in Hollywood. Let's talk about not the Oscar so white, but the Oscar so Mexican, and the success of Latinos, primarily Mexicans, in artistic, in cinematography, and directing in the last couple of years. What do you think is a success to that? What's your take on that?
I think that we have great directors and photographers and great people in Mexico. The problem is that we don't have money. Our industry lacks of budget and money, so you have very talented people, but with a small budget. So we need to work on our stories. We need to work on a different. In Hollywood, you have a lot of money behind you that can support anything, any idea, whatever. But in Mexico, you need to be really smart. You really need to be creative in order to compete against all these blockbusters. So as a director or as a cinematographer or whatever, you really need to be creative, and that's I think that's our weapon. So when one of us come to Hollywood and you have all these budgets finally behind you, if you mix that creativity with all this budget, you get beautiful things like the ones that Lubezki or Iñárritu has done here in the U.S.
Right. Currently, we have the Guadalajara International Film Festival, so we're looking forward to some of those great films coming out of there. My family's from Guadalajara, so I'm always looking forward to those films coming out of there. But one quick last question. Variety has you down as the #1 most influential Hispanic male in the world. How do you respond to that?
I'm really honored. I think that same thing. I've been working for the Latino community my entire life. And when I was looking at the list, I found out that there are a lot of Latinos that they've been working in the general market. Probably I'm the only one. Well, me and probably William Levy, a couple of them, that we've been working for the Latinos, just for Latinos. So that's why they say we're powerful, because we know them, we know our people, we know. In my case, I know what they laugh at, what they cry at. I know them very well. So when I make a movie, I know how to get them. I know how to target them, and probably that's the secret of my my power. Hi, this is Eugenio Derbez. Don't miss LatinoScript.com.
Eugenio, thank you very much. Thank you for your time, and much more. Good luck and much more your success.
Thank you very, very much for the interview and for